Okay, let's get started with Sketch. For that, let us first understand the Sketch environment. Let us go and open a new part first. You can press Ctrl N to open a new part, or you can come over here and open a new part. Click OK. Now in the Sketch environment, you can either select the Sketch icon over here, and it will ask you to select a plane on which you want to create a sketch entity. So let us select the front plane. Or another way of doing this is directly select the plane on which you want to sketch. So if you see over here, when I click on front plane, it will give me the option what I can do over here. So let us select sketch. So whenever you select a sketch command, it will prompt you to either select a sketching plane or a sketching surface. Now let us first understand the sketcher environment. To start working with a sketching tool, in the sketcher environment you see an origin in red, a confirmation triad corner on the right top corner over here. The confirmation corner is used for executing or terminating any command. So for example, let's say if I draw a circle and I'm done with this command, I can come and execute this command over here. Or else, let's say I draw another circle and I don't want this circle, I just want to discard everything whatever I have done. So just come over here and discard it so that circle will be discarded. The reference triad appeared in part and assembly document was fixed. So here is the triad. Now do mind that this is only the representation. This is not the origin of your sketch. The origin of the sketch is over here at the center. When I click over here, it will get highlighted. Let's say if I go inside the sketch in the front plane, the sketch origin appears in red, and this represents the 000 coordinate of the sketch. This is only the visual representation of which plane you are working in. Let us start with our first command, line. I'll again select sketch, and it will give me the option over here of which plane I want to draw the sketch. Let us select the front plane. Now the line command is used to create a single line, continual line, or a tangential arc. The last point on the line or the arc will automatically take as a start point of the next line unless the command is executed. So let's say I select the line command over here. You can see in the command manager, in this sketch option over here, I have line command. Another way to access this command is go to tool, sketch entity, and click on line. So I draw a line over here. So if I click it, so this is the start of my next line. Click it. This way I can go on executing the line command. So now there is also a tangential arc within the line tool. To draw a tangential arc with the line tool, bring your cursor back to the end point of the previous line that has been drawn. Now you will see a circle over here. So now you can draw an arc. Whenever you close your sketch, your line command is terminated. For example, let's say my start point and my end points meet. At that point, my command is executed. If you want to make an open loop, just click over here and then press escape. So you're out of the line command, or double click at the end point. So click on the end and then double click. So that will terminate your line command. So what I'll do is I'll execute this. So this represents our line command sketch. We'll go through all these options later on. It is simple, you can just go and explore it. And we'll go with the next command, which is the circle command. So again, what I'll do is, so to have a better perspective of what plane or a 3D perspective, what you can do is you can go over here in the property manager of the part. You can press Control, then select all these three planes and the origin. What this will do is this will highlight all the three planes, and then you can right click on it and select Show. So this thing always be in front of you, so you have a better visualization of a 3D space. Mark as you rotate this model, the triad on the left bottom corner is also rotating along with it. So you can sketch a center base circle with a circle tool, or you can sketch a perimeter base with a perimeter circle tool. To create a center base circle, you can click on the center base circle. So if you take a cursor on any command, it will show or it will guide you of what kind of command you can execute. So over here, sketch a circle, sketch the center of the circle, then drag to set the radius. So let's say if I click it, it will show me two options over here. This is the first point, so I want this to be my center. You can see this over here. It's first, your first click will be the center of your circle, and then it will define the radius. So you can see as I move my cursor, it also shows me the dynamic dimension which changes. So you can see the radius which is changing, which is now 31.7, 35.6, and you can also see in which direction I'm moving. So below that you can see a straight line which shows me that it's a vertical line. So of course we are not in the line command, but if you draw a line over here, so it will show you that yeah, it's a vertical line, it's a horizontal line. So let us go with the circle command again. Here is how you can draw a circle. You can see you get the snap point. That is one of the good features in Solidworks. So I want to create another circle which has a center point over here. So I create another circle, it will snap it. We'll go through this constraints later on, but for now, for your understanding, this center point is coincide with this point of the circle. Let us go with another option, that is the perimeter base circle. Click on the perimeter base circle, and like graphically it is shown over here, click on the first point, second point, and third point. So let's say I have three circles in the space right now, and I want to draw a circle which is tangential to all those circles. So I can select perimeter base circle. Okay, I'll select this, I'll select this circle, I'll select this circle. Let us now understand the arc. Now, an arc is also a form of a circle. In SolidWorks, it will allow you to draw three types of arc. First is the center point arc, tangential arc, or three-point arc. Let us first look at the center point arc. Here is the command. You can select the center point arc. It will show you all three options over here. First, we'll go with the center point arc. So, like you can see over here, the first point defines the center point of the arc. Second point, and the third point. Now, you don't want this to be on the bottom of your origin. You want this on to be the top of the origin. So you can just complete the circle like this, and it will appear on the top. Your first point, your second point, and your third point. Your command is executed. Let us go with the second option, which is the tangent arc. I want my arc to be tangent to this circle, so go with this point and the second point. So you can see right now it forms a circle, but it is divided into two arcs, the first arc and the second arc. Also understand, to draw a tangent arc, you need an end point. So please select an end point of a sketch segment. you need an endpoint to draw a tangent arc. Like this. Let us look at the third option, which is the 3-point arc. So 3-point arc, as it says, it needs the endpoint. The advantage with 3-point is you can draw a 3-point arc anywhere in the space. It doesn't require the endpoint. So I've selected first point over here, second point, and my third point will define the radius of my arc. So I'll select over your first point, second point, and whichever side I want to draw will define the radius. So this was our arc. Let us go to another command, which is ellipse. Now click on the ellipse command, and here it will give you two options: ellipse, partial ellipse, parabolic, and conic. 4 options actually. So first I will go with the normal ellipse command. Click on the graphical area to place the center of the ellipse. Drag and click to define one axis of the ellipse. Now, to let you know, an ellipse always has two axes. One is the major axis and the minor axis, which defines the elliptical shape of the ellipse, or the egg-like shape. So drag, this is the first point, which defines the major axis, and the second point defines the minor axis. So there is no hard and fast rule which is the major axis, which is the minor axis. It's up to you. So I've selected this as my first point. So this can be my minor axis and this can be my major axis. Let us create a parabola. Same goes for the partial ellipse. You can select major axis, minor axis, and then you can complete the ellipse, or come over here. So let us go with another option, which is parabola. So to create a parabola, it will show you the guidelines. So as I go far from the center point, my major axis also increases. As I click from here, this is the start point of my parabola, and this is the wherever I want to take it. This is the end point. Let us go with conic. Defines the direction in which you want your, or angle in which you want, or in direction in which you want your conic. And the second option, the second point, will define the shape of your conic. So this was all about ellipse, partial ellipse, parabola, and conic. Let us look at the other command. Create a polygon. Click on the polygon command and select the sketch. I'll select the front plane and I'll select sketch. Click on the polygon icon in the sketch toolbar, or choose from the tool sketch entity and polygon. The polygon manager, property manager will open up. Set the property in polygon property manager is necessary. Click on the graphical area to place the center of the polygon and drag out the polygon. To sketch another polygon, click new polygon. You can drag out to set or to make the polygon. Now, till you press escape, you're still in this polygon, and the property manager, you can set the property for this polygon. So I can increase the number of side, or it can be inscribed or circumscribed. You can use the sketch point to draw any references anywhere in the space. When you click on the pointer, it will show you where with respect to your x and y axis your pointer is. So let's say I draw a line and I want to put a pointer over here, so I can place it over here.